Good morning, dear shareholders. I, Kalavi, Company Secretary of BPCL, welcome you all to the 70th Annual General Meeting of the company. It is indeed my great pleasure to interact with you today. We are conducting this AGM through video conferencing as per the circulars issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and SEBI. Facility for joining this meeting through video conference is made available for the members on a first-come, first-served basis. The company has also provided webcast facility to view the live proceedings of this AGM. The Register of Directors and key managerial personnel, the Register of Contracts or Arrangements, has been made available electronically for inspection by the members during the AGM on request by email. All the relevant documents mentioned in the notice are available electronically for inspection on request. Members present will be on mute mode by the host to avoid disturbances and to ensure the smooth conduct of the meeting. As the AGM is being held through video conference, the facility for appointment of proxies by the members was not applicable and hence the proxy register is not available for inspection. The company had provided the facility for remote e-voting. The remote e-voting facility was open from Wednesday 23rd August from 9 a.m. to Sunday 27th August up to 5 p.m. The process for login and for participating in the meeting was intimated in the notice convening the meeting along with the process for e-voting. We have provided the facility for voting electronically during the meeting to those shareholders who are attending the meeting but have not done the remote e-voting prior to the AGM but are otherwise eligible to vote. After the conclusion of Chairman's briefing to the shareholders and the question and answer session, the shareholders may proceed to vote on the proposed resolutions. The voting window will be available up to 15 minutes after the conclusion of the meeting. We have also provided the facility for the shareholders to speak during the meeting. The shareholders who had registered by email as speaker shareholders during the period 20th August to 23rd August will be allowed to speak during the meeting. The names of the speaker shareholders will be announced one by one. The moderator will give appropriate access to the concerned shareholder to speak once the chairman opens the floor for question and answers. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome Shri Krishna Kumar Gopalan, who has taken over as Chairman and Managing Director of BPCL in March 2023. Other Board of Directors attending this meeting are Shri Vetsa Ramakrishna Gupta, Director Finance and Chief Financial Officer, Shri Sanjay Khanna, Director Refineries, Shri Sukmal Kumar Jain, Director Marketing, Shri Rajkumar Dubey, Director Human Resources, Shri Gopal Krishan Agarwal, Independent Director and Chairman of the Audit and Risk Management Committee, who is attending the meeting through video conference from Noida, Shri Ghanshyam Sher, Independent Director and Chairman of Nomination and Remuneration Committee, who is attending the meeting through video conference from Indore, Professor Bhagwati Prasad Saraswat, Independent Director and Chairman of Stakeholder Relationship Committee, who is attending the meeting through video conference from Ajmer, Dr. Aishwarya Biswal, Independent Director and Chairman of CSR Committee and Sustainable Development Committee, who is attending the meeting through video conference from Bhuvaneshwar, Shri Pradeep Vishambar Agarwal, Independent Director and Chairman of Project Evaluation Committee, is attending the meeting through video conference from Vadodara, Dr. Sushma Agarwal, Independent Director and Member of CSR Committee, Sustainable Development Committee, Project Evaluation Committee and Stakeholder Relationship Committee, who is attending the meeting through video conference from Kolkata. The statutory auditors, the secretarial auditors and the cost auditors are also present at the meeting through video conference. Participation of members through video conference is being reckoned for the purpose of quorum as per the circulars issued by Ministry of Corporate Affairs and Section 103 of the Companies Act 2013. I confirm that the requisite quorum is present through video conference, and I request Sri Krishna Kumar Gopalan to take the chair and start the proceedings of the meeting.
Good morning, dear shareholders. A warm welcome to the 70th Annual General Meeting of Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited. It's my pleasure and privilege to be here today to address you to reflect on our journey. I thank all the directors, representatives of the President of India, representatives of the Government of Kerala, representatives of other major shareholders, our auditors, and all members attending this AGM virtually. Srimati Kamini Chauhan Ratan and Sri Suman Billa, government nominee directors, could not attend the meeting due to their business exigencies. The notice of the AGM, the directors' report, and audited accounts for the year ended 31st March 23 are already with you, and with your permission, I take them as read. Ladies and gentlemen, our gathering today occurs during a moment when India is making significant progress towards the realization of the Amrit Kaal vision. The combination of a forward-looking policy landscape and favorable demographic factors, coupled with India's increasing influence on the international platform, has generated enthusiasm for making India as a worldwide center for manufacturing, services, and exports. This is a year in which the world is witnessing G20 presidency. Our approach of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, one earth, one family, one future, is resonating across the globe. We believe that the nation is positioned to attain an average growth rate of 6 to 7% in the next few years. As the world's fifth largest economy, we believe that India is poised well to drive inclusive global development. The multifaceted economic transformation has ignited aspiration, hope, and positivity for the times ahead. This is clearly exemplified by our flight to the moon in Amrit Kaal, where we have accomplished the feat of landing on the south pole of the moon. While the potential is almost limitless, we are not immune to the adverse impact of several global crises. In the year gone by, the global economy remained in an uncertain state amid the prolonged effects of the pandemic, the Russian invasion of Ukraine, and the sharp tightening of monetary policy. The global inflation surged to 8.7% in 22 from 4.7% in 21, overshooting targets in most countries throughout the year. At the same time, the global GDP growth rate experienced a slowdown, declining from 6% in 21 to 3.5% in 22. While India's economy, backed by strong domestic consumption, performed better than most other economies, the growth rate did see some moderation due to the global economic slowdown and elevated oil prices. The current crisis in the global energy markets present a distinct contrast to the past, as all the major primary energy sources, crude, gas, and coal, were disrupted in a scale of unprecedented breadth and complexity. During the year 22-23, the spot prices of natural gas reached levels never seen before, regularly exceeding the equivalent of $250 for a barrel of oil. Coal prices also had hit a record levels. Brent crude oil prices averaged around $100 per barrel in 22, up from around $70 per barrel in 21. While one may not be able to control all the events that happen, one can decide not to be undermined by them. Amid the fragile global economy and fractured energy supply chain network across globe, I'm delighted to share that the physical performance of your company has been nothing short of exceptional. You'll be pleased to know that your company recorded the highest ever market sales in the history of BPCL of 48.92 million metric tons in the year, as against 42.51 million metric tons in the comparative period, registering a growth of 15%. With a market share of 25.07%, we retained our position as the second largest public sector oil marketing company during the year. Our refinery supported the marketing efforts by recording the highest ever throughput in the history of BPCL of 38.53 million metric tons in the financial year 22-23. Our revenue from operations rose to an all-time high of rupees 5.3 trillion as against 4.3 trillion in the previous year. This exceptional growth in revenue is also evident in our ascent to the 23 Fortune Global 500 list, a list which was based on consolidated revenue for the fiscal year ending on or before March 31st, 23. We have moved up the ranks by 62 places since the ranking of 22 to claim the 233rd position on this list. Only 8 Indian companies, including BPCL, featured in this coveted list. The low marketing margins during the year were partially balanced by our refineries, which achieved their all-time high gross refining margins of $20.24 per barrel. The year's financial performance was unsettling, though, with 2 quarters of losses, but these were made up with record-breaking performances in the fourth quarter, with a standalone profit up 159% year-on-year and 231% quarter-on-quarter to rupees 64.78 billion. For the year, the company posted a standalone net profit of rupees 18.7 billion as compared to the restated profit of rupees 113.63 billion in the financial year 21-22. Nonetheless, upholding our tradition of providing returns to shareholders, the Board of Directors has proposed a final dividend amounting to rupees 4 per share based on earnings of rupees 8.78 per share for the year 22-23. Dear shareholders, after a year marked by restrained profitability, we embarked on this new year with a promising start, posting our highest ever quarterly EBITDA of rupees 163.02 billion and highest ever quarterly profit after tax excluding exceptional items of rupees 105.51 billion in the first quarter of the year 23-24. This was supported by high gross refinery margins of $12.64 per barrel, coupled with excellent marketing margins. However, external environment remains dynamic and may pose challenges going forward. Before I talk in detail about the performance of our key businesses in 22-23, I would like to emphasize that we have over the years created capacities and augmented our capabilities towards becoming independent production and marketing of petroleum products across the country. Our strategically located refineries and well laid out network of installation, depots, plants, and pipelines enable us to serve our customers seamlessly and also scale new peaks of growth. Let me begin with the performance of our refineries. Through a blend of planning and risk management strategies, our refineries surpassed their design capacity and registered an average capacity utilization of 109%, notwithstanding major turnarounds of Mumbai and Kochi refineries. Refineries also placed on record the highest ever gross refinery margin of $20.24 per barrel in the same period. This performance reflects your company's ability to optimize the refining operation, maximizing product yields, and effectively manage feedstock costs. In the area of crude procurement, your company took advantage of the evolving market dynamics and diversified its crude basket by adding 5 new grades of crude oil. Continuing its success in procuring spot crude oil through own crude oil trading desk, a total of 135 million barrels were sourced through spot procurement, capturing opportunities in the oil markets across the globe. On the marketing front, your company has once again demonstrated its capabilities by reaching an unprecedented pinnacle in both sales volume and market share. The market sales witnessed a 15.08% year-on-year growth. Your company's market share in terms of market sales volume amongst the PSU oil marketing companies increased to 25.07%, a commendable uptick from the 24.73% market share achieved in the previous year. In the retail business, your company continues its focus on retaining volumes in the strong markets, expanding into promising markets, and tapping into emerging markets. This yielded results, and the business registered a total market sale of 32.34 million metric tons, growing at 22.56% over the previous year. The business further expanded its marketing network with number of retail outlets crossing the 21,000 mark at the end of the year 22-23. Keeping customers at the forefront, the business has integrated a culture of customer centricity into its core essence. Notable among customer-centric initiatives is the next-gen Pure for Sure retail outlets, a testament to our commitment. Complementing this, a digitally empowered advanced loyalty program, an integrated payment system, and an array of non-fuel and allied offerings have further enriched the customer experience. Our journey towards elevating transparency and customer convenience continued to gather momentum through our UFill initiative. Under this initiative, we have given control of fueling to our customers. UFill is now active at over 11,000 ROs and embraced by a customer base of approximately 1.2 crore individuals. Recently, on India's 77th Independence Day, your company has unveiled Silent Voices, an initiative to empower specially abled youths with socio-economic independence. Guided by a resolute vision to kindle hope and prosperity, Silent Voices is poised to empower hearing and speech impaired young minds with a chance to shine at the outlets. We believe that these remarkable individuals will harness the power of signs and gestures to deliver unparalleled customer service, thereby enriching the fueling experience. In the LPG business, your company proudly manages an extensive network of 6,200 plus distributorship, serving a customer base of approximately 90.8 million as of 31st March 23. During the year, your company acquired 15 lakh new customers under the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala schemes. The business registered its highest ever sales of 7,925 TMT during 22-23, attaining a growth of 3.41% amongst the PSU oil marketing companies as against industry growth of 2.67%. The business is implementing a range of initiatives aimed at bolstering awareness, expanding outreach, and augmenting the accessibility of LPG within villages and rural regions so as to effectively cater to the expanding consumer base. In the competitive and challenging industrial and commercial segment, the business laid special emphasis on dynamic pricing, new product segments, logistics solutions, and establishment of product supply chain beyond refinery production. The business registered an overall sales volume of 6,167 TMT, emerging as a growth leader with a domestic market share increase of 0.89% amongst PSU oil marketing companies in 22-23. The business notched another feat by achieving a substantial sales increase in niche petrochemical products, surging from 84 TMT in 21-22 to 190 TMT in 22-23. Understanding the requirements of the Indian Armed Forces operating in higher altitudes locations, industrial and commercial business launched a new grade of kerosene, namely smokeless SKO, developed entirely by our research and development team. This product has superior combustion quality for heating applications at higher altitudes and will go a long way to improving the working environment of the Indian Army. During the year 22-23, gas business sourced 1,524 TMT of natural gas, of which 615 TMT was consumed internally by the refineries and 905 TMT was sold in the market. The company, together with its joint ventures, has authorizations for building, operating and expansion of city gas distribution network in a total of 50 geographical areas covering 105 districts. Of this, authorizations in 25 geographical areas covering 62 districts are with BPCL. The company has commissioned 13 geographical areas, and sales from balanced 12 geographical areas will commence this financial year. Amidst the fierce competition within the lubricants market, BPCL's MAC lubricant has not only carved a distinct identity in the nation but has also gained global recognition, especially across SAARC nations. During the year, MAC lubricant made its first footprint in the Eastern African countries. For clean environment, the business also commissioned 4 AdBlue diesel exhaust fluid plants, which will ensure self-sufficiency and reduce carbon footprint. During the year, the business scaled up its QR code-based verification process for product cracks, which provides traceability of the supply source, thus establishing its authenticity, while also improving market analytics and helping in recognizing and rewarding customers instantly. The aviation sector in India rebounded with the containment of COVID-19 and the lifting of travel restrictions worldwide. ATF sales in domestic and international segments reached 93% and 88% respectively in sales during the pre-COVID year of 1920. During the year 22-23, the company's aviation business achieved sales volume of 1,738 TMT, with the highest growth amongst oil marketing companies, and experienced a massive jump in market share from 22.34% to 25.04%. The business is catalyzing growth through acquiring new customers, increasing share out in the existing business, and expanding the aviation fuel station network. Our capital expenditure during the year, including investments in subsidiaries, joint venture companies, and associates, amounted to rupees 121.20 billion as compared to 118.60 billion during the previous year. At Mumbai Refinery, we completed major projects for the installation of 1.5 million metric tons per annum of kerosene hydrotreater unit and capacity enhancement of the lubes oil base stock unit to 450 kilotons per annum. On the marketing front, we commissioned the coastal petroleum oil and lubricants terminal with railway sidings at Krishnapatnam and POL terminal at Bokaro during the year. Dear shareholders, we are living in a moment of heightened geopolitical rifts and extraordinary economic uncertainty. The current geopolitical context has put the spotlight back on energy affordability, energy security. Amongst the nations grappling with these concerns, India as a net energy importer finds itself significantly impacted. In the face of these uncertainties, coupled with energy transition, there is an urgent need for innovative thinking and adaptability. As an oil major, we recognize the immense responsibility that comes with our role in powering economies and making India Atmanirbhar in the domain of energy by the year 2047. We also recognize the need for global effort to reduce global warming and the nation's objective of achieving net zero emissions by 2070, and accordingly have set a target for our company to achieve net zero for Scope 1 and Scope 2 greenhouse gas emissions by 2040. Dear shareholders, today I am both proud and excited to present to you our strategic aspirations for the next 5 years. Aspirations that embodies not just our commitment to growth and profitability, but also to safeguard our environment. Reflecting at this crucial juncture, I am reminded of a profound quote by Winston Churchill: "To improve is to change. To be perfect is to change often." The aspirations we are laying out today are a continuation and evolution of our existing 6 strategic pillars. We have consciously taken deliberate steps in reassessing and reprioritizing our focus areas in the light of the latest industry trends and governmental policies. Dear shareholders, I introduce to you Project Aspire, a new strategy that is built on 8 pivotal pillars. These pillars are clubbed under two main themes: nurturing the core and future big bets. Nurturing the core has three foundational pillars: the refining, marketing, and upstream. Future big bets is anchored on key five areas: gas, non fuel retailing, petrochemicals, green energy business, and digital ventures. This aspiration is our roadmap to the future, and together we'll journey through this transformative area. Now, let me give you an overview on the key actions we have taken and our future plans in each of these strategic pillars. Beginning with the refining, with the expected increase in overall oil demand in India in the foreseeable future, your company is focusing on strengthening its refining capabilities and continues to strive for heightened flexibility and agility. Specifically, Northern India is projected to face product deficit of around 10 million metric tons per annum by 2030. Likewise, BPCL has been in deficits of its own products in the northern region and necessitating reliance on sourcing from other oil companies. In a strategic move to secure these markets with its own products, your company during the year successfully merged Bharat Oman Refineries Limited with itself. The merger has paved the path for further strengthening our refining capabilities, and you will be pleased to know that your company has approved a project to expand the capacity of Bina Refinery from 7.8 million metric tons currently to 11 million metric tons per annum. This, we believe, will go a long way in securing our markets in the northern and the central India. Moving on to marketing, our strategy is geared towards embracing brand value and optimizing customer experience as integral components of our growth ambitions. Building upon the foundational principles of trust, convenience, and personalization, we aim to offer a distinctive customer experience by harnessing the potential of technology and analytics. We have enhanced our customer care system, which is now fortified with digital capabilities that provide us with a comprehensive understanding of our customers. This empowers us to offer a seamless, multi-channel engagement experience exemplified by innovative online solutions such as the Urja chatbot and the WhatsApp integration. Our digital initiative, Project Anubhav, redefines customer-facing solutions for the modern age. By leveraging cutting-edge technology, we have elevated the practice of customer relationship management, consistently adapting to the ever-changing demands of our customers. BPCL brand is constantly working towards amplifying its presence as a forward-looking, customer-centric, environmentally conscious, socially engaged, and technologically advanced organization. Through a multitude of platforms, particularly social media, we proactively engage with customers and society, addressing a wide range of activities, initiatives, and subjects that extend beyond our core business. We are geared up to meet the growing demand for petroleum products in line with the country's fastest growing economy. Our strategy for the infrastructure network expansion will enable our presence in new demand centers in the emerging markets such as upcoming highways, agricultural pockets, rural, remote, far-flung areas. In this regard, I am happy to inform you that we are setting up a petroleum oil and lubricants and lube oil base stock installation at Rasaini, along with receipt pipelines with investment of approximately rupees 27.53 billion. This, we believe, will debottleneck the evacuation of products from Mumbai refinery and ensure seamless supplies, particularly to the northern markets. Moving on to the third pillar on our upstream pursuits, the company will continue its focus and efforts on the upstream oil and gas projects, particularly to enable earliest monetization of the discoveries made in Mozambique and Brazil. The initial two-train LNG project in Area 1, Mozambique, which is the first step towards unlocking gas resources of approximately 63 trillion cubic feet, in which BPCL holds 10% stake, is poised to resume project activities in the later part of 2023. We believe that this will propel us to new heights on the energy frontier. On the gas front, the fourth pillar, your company is actively cultivating a comprehensive gas ecosystem throughout its value chain. This encompasses everything from strategic sourcing and establishing long-term partnerships to collaborating on import terminals and securing regasification facilities. Additionally, your company is forging key alliances with major pipelines and diligently expanding the city gas distribution networks with a capital outlay plan of over rupees 375 billion, all with the singular goal of efficiently delivering gas to our valued customers. During the year, the company strategically fortified its gas portfolio by seamlessly integrating Bharat Gas Resources Limited through the merger. Let me give you an overview of our aspirations in non-fuel retailing, the fifth pillar. The FMCG sector in India is on the brink of substantial growth, particularly in rural markets. With BPCL's presence across India through its network of 21,000 plus retail outlets and 6,200 plus LPG distributorship, we believe that we are well poised to strategically increase our presence in the non-fueling retailing sector. We believe that this expansion will not only lead to generation of alternate revenue stream of your company, but will also help in increasing footfalls in fuel retailing. BPCL has already started making its imprints on consumer retailing in rural India with 125 in-and-out stores operational in these markets. As part of the business model, the company is creating village eco-centers by training rural women and providing them the necessary support and inputs to become village-level entrepreneurs. These village-level entrepreneurs, Urja Devis, are BPCL's mascots in the deep rural areas of the country, taking fuel and non-fuel offerings to the rural customers and representing the ethos and values that BPCL has stood up over the years. Moving on to the sixth pillar, the petrochemicals landscape, India is poised for a high growth and the anticipated trajectory reveals that country's polymer demand will witness an approximate 5% growth until 2040. Towards this end, I am delighted to inform that we have recently approved an ethylene cracker project at Bina. With a staggering investment of rupees 490 billion, this project makes a historic milestone as the largest single investment in BPCL's history. We believe that this project will drive the production of essential petrochemicals, increasing the share of petrochemicals in the company's product portfolio to approximately 8%. This investment details well with the government mission to make India a self-reliant and globally competitive petrochemical manufacturing hub. Our immediate focus rests on the swift construction and commissioning of the Bina ethylene cracker plant within a 54-month time frame. Concurrently, we are also evaluating other petrochemical prospects, including polypropylene project in Kochi, a decision on which is expected soon. Our seventh pillar is about the green energy business, country's ambitious goal of attaining net zero emissions by 2070 combined with its strong determination to become Atmanirbhar in energy by 2047 is set to accelerate the adoption of cleaner and more efficient energy business. We believe that this opens up significant economic opportunities for the companies operating in the energy sector. Seizing upon this opportunity, your company has undertaken multiple initiatives to align with this trajectory. In the e-mobility segment, we are committed to providing electric vehicle charging facilities at 7,000 energy stations in the coming years. Numerous highways are already equipped with our rapid charging EV corridors. In biofuels, having achieved 10.6% ethanol blending in petrol in 22-23, we plan to increase the blending to 12% in the financial year 23-24. The company is progressing towards achieving 20% blending by 2025 and currently approximately 1,350 retail outlets are E20 compliant. To support this initiative and to ensure availability of ethanol across the country, your company has more than doubled its ethanol storage capacity in the last financial year. Your company is also setting up an integrated 2G and 1G ethanol biorefinery at Bargar, Odisha. It is scheduled for completion by March 24. In the renewable space, your company aspires to build 1 gigawatt of renewable energy capacity by 2025 and 10 gigawatt by 2040, though both organic as well as inorganic routes. I am happy to share that we are investing almost rupees 10 billion to set up 250 megawatt captive wind power plants in Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh to support our refineries in Mumbai and Bina. Feasibility studies are in progress for additional energy projects in wind and solar. On the biodiesel front, in line with India's goal of achieving a 5% biodiesel blend in diesel by the year 2030, your company has initiated the sale of diesel blended with biodiesel. It is anticipated that the blending ratio will increase in the coming years. BPCL has also taken definitive steps in the field of production of compressed biogas. At the end of March 23, your company has issued more than 300 letters of intent under Satat scheme for a total estimated production capacity of about 5 lakh tons per annum of compressed biogas. During the year, 2 CBG plants were mechanically completed by BPCL LOI holders. We are also exploring with municipal corporations across the country for conversion of municipal solid waste into CBG. The company added 37 retail outlets for CBG retailing, increasing the number of outlets for CBG to 41. Aligning with the government's efforts towards boosting green hydrogen capacity, we are also setting up a green hydrogen plant at Bina refinery to meet the hydrogen requirements of the refinery. The last pillar is about digital ventures. Your company has been on a digital transformation exercise over the last few years. Digitization, machine learning, and artificial intelligence are being adopted across the company activities, from refinery operations to supply chain management to receiving and processing orders from retail and industrial customers. Hello BPCL, the digital platform which now has more than 3 million registered users and a footprint of over 1 lakh customers per day, is committed to deliver the best customer experience across all touch points. UFill has also found good traction. The company endeavors to integrate more operations and services through the technological solutions. We plan to set up a digital energy venture program with a diverse array of energy-related solutions such as sustainable energy, digital innovations, automations and robotic solutions, performance optimization solutions, and more. Additionally, this venture would take our in-house breakthroughs like BP Mark, a real-time crude ally characterization software, and K Model, a tool for crude oil compatibilities, to the forefront. We believe that our strategic aspirations, as we listed above, with a planned capex outlay of around rupees 1,500 billion in the next 5 years, will enable us to create long-term value for our stakeholders while preserving a planet for future generations. In an era where business environment and technological advancements are evolving at an unprecedented pace, it is the human capital that will navigate us towards the fulfillment of both present-day imperatives and the uncharted horizons of the future. The diverse perspectives and experiences of the BPCL's talent serve as catalysts for problem solving and adaptability, empowering us to flourish in this ever-evolving world. Recognizing the significance of investment in people, we have embraced development of people as one of our BPCL's core values, understanding that it's not only a moral imperative, but it's a strategic requisite for ensuring enduring success. Your company constantly makes investments in deploying best-in-class HR practices for development of its people, enhancing their overall well-being, building their capabilities, grooming them for leadership positions, and equipping them with necessary skill sets in sync with the evolving needs of the role and the changing business environment. Alongside the pursuit of commercial objectives, Upholding strong governance remains of most importance to us to ensure long-term sustainability. Throughout our journey, we have been resolute in establishing and enhancing robust framework structures, protocols, and oversight mechanisms. These elements collectively serve to safeguard the interest of our stakeholders by prioritizing transparency, comprehensive disclosure, adherence to regulations, fostering employee empowerment, collective decision making, and social initiatives. Our independent internal audit function undertakes regular evaluations of our business processes and controls. Their insights and findings are constantly shared with audit committee and the board. Complementing these efforts, our vigilance function plays a vital role in elevating our corporate governance standards. This function operates through a blend of proactive, detective, and corrective measures underscored by a participatory and anticipatory approach. We have also in place a whistleblower policy which serves as a cornerstone for transparency across all facets of our operations, facilitating a culture of openness and accountability. Ensuring safe and reliable operations will always remain paramount in all our actions. Your company consistently evaluates and enhances the governance protocol for safety systems and standard operating procedures. It ensures stringent compliance with established safety protocols and guidelines by means of thorough monitoring, routine internal and external audits, and continuous training with particular emphasis on tackling behavior issues. The company's digital hub, IRIS, with its real-time alerts and exception reporting capabilities, has significantly bolstered safety and security throughout the organization. The company has institutionalized sustainability as a core parameter in its philosophy. BPCL's maiden business responsibility and sustainability report for financial year 22-23 has been published along with the annual report of 22-23. To ensure greater transparency in this regard, the company's progress in sustainable development initiatives is also disclosed in the public domain through our annual sustainability reports. Towards achieving net zero emissions by 2040 for both Scope 1 and Scope 2 emissions, BPCL has drawn a net zero roadmap which encompasses renewable power, green hydrogen, biogas, carbon capture, utilization and storage efficiency improvement, and the offsets procurements. This would require a phased capital outlay of approximately rupees 1,000 billion till 2040, and the company is geared up for the same. BPCL benchmarked its sustainability initiatives on environment, social, and governance parameters on the Dow Jones Sustainability Index platform and was ranked 8th best company globally in the oil and gas sector for the year 22-23. Dear shareholders, while maintaining a strong emphasis on business performance, your company also upholds a deep sense of responsibility towards society. Through an array of interventions, we believe that the company is consistently making impact in the core thrust area of health, hygiene, education, skill development, water conservation, and community development. Also, BPCL has been participating actively in multiple nationwide initiatives and undertakings like the Swachh Bharat mission and the Transformation of Aspirational Districts program. In the year 22-23, BPCL undertook various initiatives in line with Sustainable Development Goals and national priorities of health and nutrition under the thematic areas advised by the Department of Public Enterprises. Under the ambit of cancer care, BPCL has taken up Cancer Care Program, promoting preventive care through cancer screening while also providing free of cost quality cancer treatment to the underprivileged population in 10 government and charitable hospitals. BPCL has also supported ultra-modern surgical equipment for operation theatres. BPCL under its CSR initiatives has enabled totally free of cost child heart surgeries for needy children with congenital heart diseases. There are many more such initiatives. Our endeavors in every initiative firmly aligns with a commitment to energizing lives. Dear shareholder, the initiatives under Project Aspire and the net zero targets require substantial investments, and the same are proposed to be funded through a combination of equity and debt in addition to internal generations. In pursuit of this, your company has proposed a rights issue of equity capital of up to rupees 180 billion towards funding of projects related to energy transition, a net zero objective, and energy security. The success of your company is attributed to numerous institutions and individuals who fill various pivotal roles, whether apparent or behind the scenes. It is an honor for me to recognize their essential contributions and assistance. Your company owes its splendid progress to the vision of all its leaders, past and present, and the loyalty and dedication of all the employees. On behalf of BPCL Board, I sincerely acknowledge and appreciate each one's contribution in ensuring continued success and growth of the organization. I am extremely proud and thankful to a vast network of dealers, distributors, and channel partners who have always stood by us in all our endeavors. I also want to express my heartfelt gratitude to our vendors, partners, and bankers. Your unwavering faith and support are the driving forces behind all our success. I would also like to thank all my colleagues on the board for their valuable contribution and support throughout the year. A warm welcome to the Government Director, Srimati Kamini Chavan Ratan, Independent Director, Dr. Sushma Agrawal, and Director Human Resources, Sri Rajkumar Dubey, who have joined the board in the recent past. I am confident that their expertise, diverse skill sets, and wealth of experience will contribute to the advancement of your company. A special thanks to the Government of India, various state governments, and the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas for the valuable guidance, assistance, and constant encouragement. Dear investors and shareholders, you have been a constant source of our inspiration and strength. We extend a heartfelt gratitude for the enduring trust and confidence you have placed in the company's management. As we navigate the evolving energy landscape, I am reminded of a compelling quote from Jack Welch: "Change before you have to." On behalf of the BPCL board, I assure you that we will continuously recalibrate and realign to the cadence of this transformative era, leaving no avenue unexplored. I am confident that all our collective efforts will continue to set new benchmarks and drive us towards a brighter, more sustainable future. Thank you for your presence today and for being a part of this remarkable journey. Now, may I advise Company Secretary to read out the relevant portions, if any, in the auditor's report and briefly explain the business of the meeting and the mechanism of the process of e-voting. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. In respect of the financial year 2022-23, statutory auditors and Comptroller and Auditor General had no qualifications in their report on audited standalone and audited consolidated financial statements. The Secretarial Auditor also had no qualifications in their report. Now I will read out the mechanism and process of e-voting. There are 4 ordinary businesses and 5 special businesses for today's meeting. The details are covered in the notice of AGM. The Companies Act 2013 and SEBI regulations provides for electronic voting. Accordingly, the company has provided its members the facility to cast their vote through the remote electronic voting system administered by National Securities Depository Limited. The remote e-voting commenced at 9 a.m. on Wednesday, 23rd August 2023 and ended at 5 p.m. on Sunday, 27th August 2023. The company is also providing an opportunity of e-voting at AGM through NSDL to those members who have not exercised their vote by remote e-voting system. Members are requested to refer to the instructions provided in the notice of the AGM for seamless participation through video conference. In case members face any difficulty, they may reach out on the helpline numbers given in the notice. The board has appointed Srimati Ragini Choksi, Practicing Company Secretary from Ragini Choksi and Company, Company Secretaries, as a scrutinizer to scrutinize the e-voting process. The scrutinizer, after the conclusion of voting at the AGM, will count the votes cast through remote e-voting and e-voting at AGM. I now request the chairman to address the shareholders who have registered for speaking at the meeting.
Thank you. I now invite the shareholders who have registered for speaking at the meeting to come forward and address their questions. The moderator will give appropriate access to the concerned shareholders to speak. I request the members to be as brief so that everybody gets equal opportunity of being heard. I also request that the repetition of questions may be avoided to allow more points for discussion. In order to have more participation in the meeting, I request you to adhere to the time limit of 3 minutes. In order to save time, all questions will be bunched and answered at the end.
Thank you, sir. I now request the first speaker shareholder, Mr. Dilip Kumar Jain, to ask his questions. Please unmute your audio, video and proceed.
Hello. Are you audible, sir?
Yes,
Hello.
we can hear you.
Yes,
Please
yes, we
proceed.
can hear you.
Respectable Gopalan sir, board members, and my fellow shareholders. Jai Jinendra, I am Dilip Kumar Jain from Jaipur, Pink City. आप सभी को बहुत सादर जय जिनेंद्र, नमस्कार. मैं इतना बढ़िया कंपनी ने आपने रिजल्ट सबमिट किए हैं उसके लिए आप बीपीसीएल के सभी चेयरमैन एमडी सर को और सभी स्टाफ मेंबर्स को बहुत बहुत बधाई, बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं. एक सर इतना बढ़िया प्रॉफिट दिया है, 4 रुपए शेयर का डिविडेंड भी आपकी तरफ से दिया गया है, टर्नओवर भी 5.32 लाख करोड़ का है, रिफाइनरी प्रोडक्शन भी ऑल टाइम हाई 38.53 million metric ton. This is also very good in the history of the BPCL. I also thanks to all company secretary department to give me opportunity for the to speak me. First I want to say that व्हाट इज द वुमन एम्पावरमेंट के लिए अपन ने अपनी कंपनी में सब क्या है और फीमेल एम्प्लॉयज का रेशियो क्या है. आजकल जिस तरह से सारा फीमेल सारा लोगों का इतना पार्टिसिपेशन बढ़ता है तो अपनी कंपनी में इनका पार्टिसिपेशन किस तरीके का है. वो एक सीएसआर का एरिया किस तरह से चूज करते हैं आप लोग, उसके बारे में बताएं. और उसमें सारे फील्ड कौन कौन से फील्ड आप किस तरीके व्हाट इज द क्राइटेरिया ऑफ चूजिंग द सीएसआर फील्ड्स. और एक इसके बाद कंपनी को कोई बोनस पे या शेयर को स्प्लिट करने पे या राइट में कोई विचार कर रही है, इसके बारे में थोड़ा बताने की कोशिश करें. एक सर अपने पेट्रोल पंप्स पे एयर जो फिलिंग वाला सिस्टम है बहुत ही वर्स्ट सिस्टम है. वो अंदर पेट्रोल पंप के अंदर प्राइवेट ऑपरेटर को बैठने के लिए अलाउ करते हैं और वो अधिकतर वो बंद रहता है और वो पैसे चार्ज करता है, जबकि दिस सर्विस इज द फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट फ्रॉम द कंपनी. और वो आपके जयपुर में सहकार मार्ग पे एक आउटलेट है, उसमें भी अंदर बहुत बुरी स्थिति, जबकि कंपनी का आउटलेट है वो, उसके बाद भी उसमें इस तरह की व्यवस्था रहती है. एनी डिस्काउंट वाउचर्स अगर इफ यू आर ऑफरिंग कंपनी टू देयर शेयरहोल्डर्स, अगर कुछ हो तो देखिएगा. और एक फ्यूचर गाइडेंस क्या रहेगी अपनी, उसके लिए मेरा थोड़ा सा आपसे रिक्वेस्ट है. बाकी से आपने इतना कुछ सब कुछ अपने बता दिया है, इतना सब कुछ चेयरमैन साहब ने, कि मैं आगे उसको रिपीट नहीं करना चाहता. और समय को देखते हुए मैं आपको सभी को नमस्कार, जय हिंद.
Thank you.
Thank you for your question. Now we move on to the next speaker shareholder, Mr. Bimal Sarkar. Please unmute your audio, video and proceed. So please unmute your mic, please. Please accept the request to unmute your mic, please, sir. We move on to the next speaker shareholder, Mr. Santosh Kumar Sraf. Please unmute your audio, video and proceed.
Just check the connectivity issue.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir, you're audible. Please go ahead.
माननीय सभापति जी, उपस्थित निदेशक मंडल के सदस्यगण, अधिकारीगण और कर्मचारीगण, मैं संतोष कुमार श्राफ आप सभी को नमस्कार करता हूं। आशा करता हूं आप इस समय अच्छे स्वास्थ्य में अच्छे से होंगे सर। सर, मैं उन कर्मचारी भाई बहनों को प्रणाम करता हूं जिनकी कड़ी मेहनत के कारण आज हमारी कंपनी बहुत अच्छा रिजल्ट दे रही सर। मैं उनसे प्रार्थना करता हूं कि आप इसी तरह अपना दायित्व निभाते रहिए, काम करते रहिए, जिससे मैनेजमेंट हमको बाध्य हो बोनस और डिविडेंड देने के लिए, कि आपकी मेहनत का फल है कि हमें इतना अच्छा रिजल्ट मिल रहा है। तो मैं आपसे फिर प्रार्थना करता हूँ इसी तरह करिए सर। और सर, मैं ज्यादा क्या कहूँ, आपने काफी अच्छे अपने जो वक्तव्य में काफी कुछ क्लियर कर दिया है, तो इसके बारे में कुछ नहीं, बस ये है कि सर ये ग्रोथ चलती रहे, इसके लिए आप क्या कदम उठा रहे हैं कि फ्यूचर में ये ग्रोथ कायम रहे और इसी तरह हमारी कंपनी आगे बढ़े सर। दूसरा सर, वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट के लिए आपने क्या कदम उठाए सर? जैसे कल ही मोदी जी ने कहा है कि चंद्रयान की सफलता में नारी शक्ति का सबसे बड़ा योगदान था। तो सर, मैं समझता हूँ नारी शक्ति को आगे बढ़ाइए, क्योंकि नारी शक्ति हर चीज काम कर सकती है। आजकल उनको सिर्फ मौका मिलना चाहिए। तो गोपालन जी, आपसे रिक्वेस्ट है, आप इंसेंटिव लेके उनको ज्यादा से ज्यादा काम करिए। वो मत समझिए कि पेट्रोल सेक्टर है, वो हर सेक्टर में काम कर सकती है, उनको सिर्फ आपका मौका देने की जरूरत है। तो मैं आपसे रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ, उनको मौका दीजिए, जिससे वो अपनी शक्ति आपको प्रकट कर सके। एक मैं अपने सेक्रेटरी और सिक्योरिटी टीम को भी धन्यवाद देता हूँ, मिस्टर नेयार का भी आभार करता हूँ, जिन्होंने कई बार हमें करके आज मीटिंग में ज्वाइन करने के लिए कैसे क्या करना बताया सर। ज्यादा समय न लेते हुए, क्योंकि अभी बहुत शेयर होल्डर आएंगे, तो ये रिक्वेस्ट है अगले साल सर बीसी मीटिंग रखिए। कल ने बीसी मीटिंग आप नहीं रखते हैं, तो मेरा फिजिकल मीटिंग रखते हैं, तो इसमें बीसी का समावेश करिए, जिससे जो बाहर वाले शेयर होल्डर हैं वो अपने कर्मचारी के प्रति और आपके प्रति अच्छे काम की सराहना कर सके और कोई प्रश्न तो कर सके। कि बीसी फिजिकल मीटिंग के साथ में बीसी जो है, अभी हाइब्रिड का जमाना आ गया, गवर्नमेंट शायद अलाउ कर देगी, नहीं करते तो आप अपना राइट्स लेके फिजिकल पर बीसी करिए। ज्यादा समय न लेते हुए एक बार हमारे जितने भी डायरेक्टर हैं, जितने भी अधिकारी हैं, जितने भी कर्मचारी भाई बहन हैं, उनको फाइनेंशियल ईयर 2023-24 की शुभकामना देता हूँ और भगवान से प्रार्थना करता हूँ, भगवान फाइनेंशियल ईयर 2023 हमारी कंपनी के लिए, सभी के लिए हेल्दी, वेल्दी और सेफ्टी के साथ बीती। तो समय देने के लिए धन्यवाद सर। अगले साल बीसी रखिएगा, निमंत्रण जरूर करिएगा।
Thank you, sir, for your question. We move on to the next speaker shareholder, Mr. Manoj Kumar Gupta. Please unmute your audio, video and proceed.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Please proceed.
Good morning, respected Chairman, Board of Directors, fellow shareholders. My name is Manoj Gupta. I am equity holder of BPCL. Sir, I thanks to the you and your team for good result, and I thanks to the company secretary, and thanks for your dividend. And sir, what's your future plan with capex, and how you will take the company on new heights under your leadership? And sir, domestic consumer in the LPG has several surrender your consumers in northern part of the country, like as Haryana, Rajasthan, Punjab, due to the Adani LNG. Adani has reached in the pipeline gas, and that is cheaper than cylinder. Cylinder comes 1100 per cylinder for 14.2 kg, and LNG of Adani comes monthly cost come around 470 rupees. So how you face that competition? Several in eastern part is also Adani is coming in Bengal with a gas pipeline. So if the our beloved chief minister is also inviting Adani to distribute the gas pipeline to in Calcutta, Greater Kolkata. If he will come, then Calcutta people will also surrender the LPG connections. So how you look into this scenario and how you face that competition? In Haryana, I met several people. They have surrendered the LPG connection, and they have taken the benefit of Adani. So how you look into this matter? And sir, like as women empowerment, why are you not opening your own petrol pump with all staff of women in several part of the country and the highway and other part, and to fulfill the vision of Prime Minister Women Empowerment? And sir, is there any direct or indirect impact of Russia-Ukraine war, and how you will reward to the investors? Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your question. Now we request again the earlier speaker, Mr. Bimal Kumar Sarkar, to ask his questions. Please unmute your audio, video and proceed.
Hello.
Yes, sir, you're audible. Please proceed.
Hello, am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir, you're audible. Please proceed.
Sir, am I audible? Very good morning, sir. मैं विमल कृष्ण सरकार इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर ऑफ द कंपनी कोलकाता से बोल रहा हूँ। चेयरमैन साहब, सब पहले आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। आपने एक्सीलेंट एंड वैल्यूएबल प्रेजेंटेशन जो दिया है, इसलिए आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। आप सारे इसको क्लियर सामने रख दिया है। सर, रेवेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन इस बार इंक्रीज हुआ है, तो अच्छी बात है सर। सर प्रॉफिट आफ्टर टैक्स सर ये ड्रास्टिकली रिड्यूस्ड हुआ है। सर आपने इसका रीजन भी दिया है, सप्रेस्ड मार्जिन एंड सर्टेन इन पेट्रोलियम प्रोडक्ट्स एंड डेप्रिसिएशन ऑफ द इंडियन रुपी फेस टू फेस यूएस डॉलर। सर इसके अलावा भी सर अभी स्टॉक जो परचेस किया है ये पिछले साल से इस बार इंक्रीज किया 38.90%। सर पिछले साल आपने जो परचेस किया था उससे भी 38.90%। अब इतना पोजीशन खराब होते हुए भी आप लोग इतना स्टॉक परचेस किया है। सर इतना परचेस क्यों इंक्रीज परचेस किया है? हमारा रिजल्ट इतना खराब हुआ, इसके बारे में थोड़ा हाईलाइट कीजिएगा। वो कौन सा स्टॉक परचेस किया है, इतना जरूरी थे। सर क्वेश्चन अदर एक्सपेंसेस पेज नंबर 43 जो नोट नंबर 43 पावर एंड फ्यूल चार्जेस ये इंक्रीज हुई है। सर इस बार सबसे अच्छी बात है फ्यूल जो चार्ज है ये ओन प्रोडक्शन इंक्रीज्ड, पिछले साल से ये 61.16% इंक्रीज हुआ है। सर बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर। सर 16 के बारे में थोड़ा हम लोग को बताएंगे तो अच्छा रहेगा। सर सीएसआर कमेटी को मैं धन्यवाद देता हूं, उन्होंने एज पर सेक्शन 135 सब सेक्शन 5 सीएसआर ऑब्लिगेशन 237.59 करोड़ थे। सर टोटल स्पेंड किया है 128.67%। सर 79.99% ट्रांसफर किया है अनस्पेंड सीएसआर अकाउंट में एज पर सेक्शन सब सेक्शन 5। सर 14.99 करोड़ ये कैंसर हॉस्पिटल थ्रू इम्प्लीमेंटेशन एजेंसी ऑफ इंडियन कैंसर सोसाइटी। सर ये बहुत अच्छी बात है, ये जो एक्सीलेंट आपने एक्टिविटीज किया है 1 सर ये जो सारे प्रोग्राम मैंने देखा है ये बहुत अच्छा प्रोग्राम हमारा कंपनी ने लिया है तो इसलिए सर हमारा CSR कमेटी को धन्यवाद देना ही है सर सर और देखिए और जितना रेजोल्यूशन है मैंने पूरा वोटिंग कर दिया के बारे में और कुछ होते हुए भी सर आपको पूरा एनुअल रिपोर्ट को मैं पूरा सपोर्ट करता हूं सर आप अगला साल रिजल्ट बढ़िया रिजल्ट आएगा और जो डिविडेंड मिला उससे अच्छा डिविडेंड मिलेगा सर लास्ट ऑफ ऑल सर यू एंड योर टीम मैनेजमेंट टीम कंपनी सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट जो एक्सीलेंट परफॉर्मेंस किया है इसलिए सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट को मैं धन्यवाद देता हूँ मिस श्रीमती भी कला जी ने हम लोग एनुअल नोटिस एनुअल रिपोर्ट सारे बहुत पहले ही भेज दिया है और ओवर टेलीफोन हम लोगों से बात किया है ये सुंदर जो इन्वेस्टर सर्विस इसके लिए कंपनी सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट को मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ सर आप और आपका टीम को और कंपनी सेक्रेटरी टीम और उपस्थित कंपनी का एम्प्लॉय और उपस्थित शेयर होल्डर सब ईश्वर से ये कामना करता हूँ सर आप लोग सुस्त रहिए और हमारा कंपनी को आगे ले जाइए सर चेयरमैन साहब बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका लंबी उम्र दे और हमारा कंपनी का और आगे ले जाइए थैंक यू वेरी मच सर
Thank you.
sir, for your question. Now we move on to next speaker shareholder, Mr. Ashish and Mrs. Sheetal Shankar Bansal. Please unmute your audio, video and proceed.
Can you hear my voice? Can you hear my voice?
Yes, sir, we can hear you. Please proceed.
Respected Chairman and Board of Directors, good morning everyone. You have Board of Directors proposed for the right issue of the equity share, but you have not mentioned the dates of the equity share and the court date. What the recent and so much that you are informing us. And other question is already given by email. If you can reply us, I am thankful to you. Siddhar Pachaku is speaking right now. This way.
Respected Chairman and Board of Directors, I pass my regulation and I request for the plant visit. Thank you.
Thank you for your questions. We move on to the next speaker shareholder, Mr. Gautam Tiwari. Please unmute your audio, video and proceed.
Yes, you can listen me, sir.
Yes, sir, we can please hear you. Please proceed.
You can see me also, I think.
Yes, sir.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, madam. Sir, first of all, I'm very, very happy to see you in person. Although it is virtual meeting, but more than happiness we are getting the way we have been able to meet you, although virtually, and listen to your sweet and good voice for 1 year, for 1 hour, and we have understood exactly where this Pancharatna and very reputed company stands today, with so much of the excellent work that you have done. Dear sir, very, very good special morning to our honorable chairman, sir, along with eminent and highly qualified board of directors and our team Bharat Petroleum Limited and our fellow shareholders, myself Gautam Tiwari, and I am participating at this AGM as usual because right from day one we have been connected with your company. From Mumbai, I am participating. Dear sir, first of all, I would like to give hearty welcome, very, very hearty welcome, sir, to our Shri G. Krishna Kumar Gopalan as new CM to his first AGM. We are very happy to listen to you, the way you have given in depth the understanding of the company to all shareholders. Sir, my best wishes to you, sir. You already seem to be a lucky charm for BPCL considering the super duper quarter one results for 2023. Sir, here, Chairman, sir, I must express my gratitude for our secretarial department also, whose commitment and whose devoted and dedicated investor service and investor care has been the uh, prior thing which we have experienced since day one, and under the leadership of Mrs. Kalaji, who is a very reputed person who has served before in Cochin shipyard also while forming the IPO. We have witnessed that, and here also she is doing the best service under the right hand of Krishna ji, Tejashi, and all other associates. Really hats off to their investor service and investor care, sir. And we are very sure we will keep on getting the best of these investor services in future also. Chairman, sir, my heart swells with pride as a shareholder upon
Sir, your mic is muted. Please unmute it. Gautam, sir? We can't hear you. Sir, you're on hold. Please unmute your mic. Mr. Gautam, sir, can you hear us?
shares, gross refining margin, and other milestones achieved during the year. Sir, I am I am here. Sir, you are listening to me, no, sir?
Yes, yes.
Sir, I am sure the innovative measures of the company will continue to keep its growth of market share and revenue build up. Sir, some little queries I have got in mind. Very few queries. Sir, in the light of the net zero targets that you have spoken, and the likely takeover of new forms of energy, I would like to know how far our BPCL has progressed in keeping pace with the new order. Second, sir, what percentage of business is envisaged from BPCL's foray into EV, petrochemicals, and non-fuel businesses? And third query is, sir, I would also be happy to know if the last two mergers have started adding to the company's bottom line in the way it was anticipated. Dear sir, I once again take this opportunity in wishing the chairman, sir, a great innings and leading the company to greater heights. Sir, I have, dear sir, also I have already voted. I support heartily the appointments and reappointments of all the directors, and I have voted in favor of all the resolutions since we have got the total trust, faith, and confidence in the management of BPCL, and we are sure in the days to in future days also company will reward and unlock the wealth of the shareholders and keep on rewarding them very generously in future also. And sir, uh, I I promise that we and our family and all our associates shall always be there for our lifetime, and will keep on supporting you with our continued patronage for BPCL. It is in our blood, and we are happy and proud of being a shareholder of Renault the company. Thank you very much for your achievements. Thank you very much, sir. Here's a grand salute to you all, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your question. Now we move on to the next speaker shareholder, Ms. Humayun Purdehi. Please unmute your audio, video and proceed.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes.
Can you hear me? Yeah, I'll proceed ahead. Sir, you know, we have been attending your AGMs right from the beginning. And it was such a pleasure to attend to all your AGMs. we used to meet different chairmen, but our beloved Mr. Krishna from the secretarial department has remained the same, and we are very happy about his services rendered to us. So now I want to know, you have mentioned in your speech that because we are importer of energy, this Ukraine-Russia war has affected our energy supply, right? So you have to make steps to be Atmanirbhar, to be self-sufficient. So what are the steps you plan to take to make us be self-sufficient in energy? So you did mention one or two, steps you have already taken. So let us know what are your plans? Because that is very, very important. So I also want to know, we used to import from Russia or Ukraine. So just like that, or we used to import from both. We just want to know. Now, number two, you have mentioned about our facility in the north. Now, it is, we are not self-sufficient in some of our facilities in the north. So people so that means they were buying from our competitors. So who were the competitors that they were buying? So, and why can't you have more facilities in the north? Is it because of the difficult terrain? Yes. Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, they are very difficult mountainous terrain. So, but Punjab is not a mountainous terrain. You can have facilities there. You are mostly concentrating on the south. I know, and it is good. Whatever you're doing is very good. But I would you also mentioned you all are doing other things for the north people, for these people, and we are very proud of you in Maharashtra. We are opening projects in Maharashtra. We are very proud. So do you know, we visited your plant in Chembur. My God, it's really out of this world. By just telling like this, we cannot understand. But actually visiting, seeing your plant in Chembur, state of the art, cannot describe how the pipelines were flowing from there to there across. Really, we are very proud. So I'm sure scientists are still working day and night for our projects. So how many scientists do we have? And have we discovered anything new? Though you have kept on mentioning about the new items and new facilities and on and on. We know that. We wish you all the best for that and continue doing so. Now, sir, I want to know that we are very proud of our BPCL being with the government of India, and we want it to continue to be with the government of India. BPCL belongs to India and to the entire Indian people. It should never be privatized. It should continue remaining with the government. We praying for that. That's all. And regarding you mentioned about the aviation fuel. Now, this aviation fuel you mentioned, we are very happy. Yes, planes are running full. So, but how do you? So, I hope we are getting their payment also, their dues also in time. Kingfisher and this and that, these are still fresh in our minds. So please let us know all about that. So I think I should stop here too. We would be happy if you also mention about our competitors. You mentioned about your Mac. In spite of so many competitors, our Mac is doing very well. So who are the competitors? Yes, we know Castrol. Anybody else? So, and I put a stop to it. I'm sorry I did not start my video because I was very scared. Then you will not be able to hear my voice. So now it is there. Okay. Bye. And wish you all the best. Thank you, sir. Wish you also all the best. The entire management team, all the best. And thank you for your technical team and for your secretarial team. Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your question. Now we move on to the next speaker shareholder, Mr. Sujan Modak, as he is not connected in the meeting. So we move on to the next speaker shareholder, Mr. Bimal Kumar Agarwal. Kindly unmute your audio, video and proceed.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir, you're audible. Please go ahead.
Okay. Good morning to everyone. First of all, I'll thank the company secretaries, team, management staff, and the shareholders. As already chairman has given a lovely speech, and my question was already asked by the other speakers. I got nothing to ask, but I want to know what is the land bank we got, and how many we got your own petrol pump, and what are on the lease. That's all from me. Thank you very much, and I've already supported the all the resolutions. Thank you very much.
Thanks for your question. We move on to the next speaker shareholder, Mr. Praful Chawda. Please unmute your audio, video, and proceed. So kindly unmute your mic, please. Yes, sir, we can hear you. Please proceed.
हेलो, मैं हैदराबाद से प्रफुल्ल चावड़ा बोल रहा हूँ। सर, मैं पहले सारे को क्वेश्चन पे आता हूँ कि अपनी कंपनी प्रधानमंत्री उज्ज्वला योजना के तहत कितने सिलेंडर डिस्ट्रीब्यूट किए, इसमें कितना सिलेंडर वर्केबल है। ज्यादातर लोग ऐसा कहते हैं कि लोगों के पास पैसे नहीं है 1100 रुपये कि सिलेंडर ले सके, सिलेंडर मिल गया, तो इसके बारे में आप एक स्टेटमेंट भी देना चाहिए कि पूरे वर्किंगेबल है, तो कितने वर्केबल है। दूसरी बात है सर, जब पेट्रोल पंप पे जाते हैं तो पेट्रोल डलाने के टाइम पे जो पाइप रहता है ब्लैक कलर का रहता है, उसको व्हाइट करने की जरूरत है ताकि हमको पता चले कि पेट्रोल इसमें जा रहा है या नहीं जा रहा है, या बबल आ रहा है। बबल से तो मेरा पेट्रोल हमको जितना चाहिए था मिलता है कि नहीं मिलता है। इसके अलावा पेट्रोल पंप के अंदर कई जो कास्ट के लोग है वो पेट्रोल पंप के अंदर पंचर वाले को बिठाते हैं, पंचर वाला ही हवा के पैसे लेते हैं, फ्री एयर लिखा है, नहीं मिलता है तो कस्टमर को तकलीफ होती है, इसके बाद सीलर नहीं है तो गाली भी खाना पड़ता है, तो ये भी नहीं होना चाहिए। इसके अलावा सर, कंपनी की तरफ से कभी कभी बोर्ड लगा हुआ रहता है कि ये 500 का पेट्रोल डलाओ, 1000 का पेट्रोल डलाओ तो कम्प्लीमेंट मिलेगा, गिफ्ट मिलेगा, पर कभी किसी को गिफ्ट मिला के नहीं हो तो कभी जानकारी मिली नहीं आज तक, ये एडवर्टाइजमेंट करते ही नहीं है, तो वो भी होना चाहिए। इसके अलावा सर, ये जो कंपनी की तरफ से अभी नया वीसी गाड़ी आ गई है, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक गाड़ी ईवी गाड़ी आ गई है, तो हर एक सिटी में 2 से 3% गाड़ी वही चलती है, तो अपना बिजनेस भी अफेक्ट होगा नहीं होगा। अगर वीसी गाड़ी पेट्रोल तो नहीं डलाती है, पर पेट्रोल पंप पे जाके हवा डला है तो इसको फ्री रहेगा या नहीं रहेगा, बोर्ड लगाना चाहिए। वीसी जो ईवी गाड़ी को एयर डालने की कंपलसरी मनाही कर देते हैं, ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए। देश का पेट्रोल बचाते, देश का हुंडियामन बचाते हैं, तो ये लोगों को आप ऐसा कैसा कर सकते हो कि नहीं आप एयर नहीं डला सकते हो, हमारे पास हमारा कस्टमर नहीं हो, तुम तो गाड़ी ईवी चलाते हो, ऐसा कहा जाता है, तो वो नहीं होना चाहिए। कंपनी सेक्रेटरी मुझे अभी तक हार्ड कॉपी नहीं भेजा है, मैंने रिक्वेस्ट भेजा है, 1 मंथ के ऊपर हो गया, तो मुझे हार्ड कॉपी चाहिए। धन्यवाद सर।
Thank you, sir, for your question. We move on to the next speaker shareholder, Mr. Kaushik Shahukar. Please unmute your audio, video, and proceed.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. So I'm honored to have the opportunity to address you all today, and would like to express my gratitude to the board of directors for allowing me the chance to address all you today. Thank you, sir. First off, I will salute the board of directors for continuing VC mode of meeting, therefore allowing pan-India participation. So I request you to continue this trend. I am satisfied shareholder of our company, and I must commend the management for the remarkable efforts in creating wealth of the shareholders. more particularly minority shareholders. However, I like to raise a couple of concerns. My primary concern pertain to the utilization of saving on account of virtual mode of meeting. I believe it to prudent and fair to allocate a portion of this saving to the welfare of the shareholders, more particularly among speaker shareholders who actually participate in AGMI speakers. Considering the valuable contribution and active involvement, it would be a gesture of recognition and appreciation to distribute a small memento among them on the occasion of important festivals. So, yeah, can you provide me the breakup of expenses on account of virtual mode of meeting and on account of physical mode of meeting, if possible? I humbly request the board to consider my proposal and explore the possibility of implementing the gesture of gratitude and appreciation. By doing so, I firmly believe it will reinforce the positive rapport between the company and its stakeholders, and it will contribute to the overall well-being of our corporate family. So my second concern is, can you provide insight into BPCL strategic priorities for the near future? Are there any plans for expansion, diversification, or new business ventures? How is BPCL adapting to changing market dynamics and energy needs? So now, what was the earlier? It was going to delist. Now, what is the current status of the delisting? My final concern is that the company has been hesitant in supporting individual in needs, including myself. I have shared my credential in past and follow up consistently, but my request has not been considered. Should not aiding differently abled person be part of CSR activity? I appeal for support in certification work, including Form 15 CB. Your assistance would mean a lot to me. If I can't get help from such a reputable company like BPCL, then whom can I turn to? I'm resending my credential after our meeting in hopes of receiving justice and proactive consideration for desired help and support. I want to clarify that I'm not seeking handouts of free money nor sympathy. I value my independence and self-reliance as a chartered accountant, and I hope you can understand and respect my desire to maintain the independence. Thank you for considering my request. I firmly believe that with your support, I can make significant changes, contribution to our organization, and have a positive impact on society. I eagerly await the response and sincerely appreciate the time and attention you have given me today. Additionally, I would like to request your assistance in introducing me to your esteemed auditor. As a fellow professional, I believe the expertise and guidance would be instrumental in realizing our mutual goals. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your question. Now we move on to the next speaker shareholders, Mrs. Smita Shah and Mr. Bharat Shah. Please unmute your audio, video and proceed.
हेलो हेलो
Yes, ma'am.
हेलो
we can
मैडम
hear you.
आवाज आ रही है
Yes, yes.
ओके थैंक यू मैडम 1 मिनट मैडम ओके सर आवाज आ रही है मेरी
Yes, sir.
थैंक यू सर
Yes, ma'am. We can hear you. Please proceed.
माननीय चेयरमैन साहब एमडी श्री कृष्ण कुमार जी और बोर्ड पर सभी उपस्थित मान्यवर डायरेक्टर्स और मैनेजमेंट टीम, आप सभी को बंबई से स्मिता शाह का सादर प्रणाम। प्रथम तो चेयरमैन साहब, आपका मैं एज ए चेयरमैन पद पर आपका हार्दिक स्वागत करती हूँ। साथ में बोर्ड पर पधारे अन्य डायरेक्टर श्री राजकुमार जी और श्रीमती डॉक्टर सुषमा जी का भी हार्दिक स्वागत करती हूँ। आप सभी को ढेरों शुभकामनाएं। और प्रथम तो मैं पहले तो सेक्रेटरी टीम का मनपूर्वक आभार मानती हूँ कि मिस कला मैडम, टीम से श्री कृष्णा जी और टीम के अन्य सदस्य के साथ पूरी सेक्रेटरी टीम काफी हार्ड वर्कर, लगनशील, गुड वर्क कर रहे हैं। उनकी गुड इन्वेस्टर सर्विस भी लाजवाब है। हमें हार्ड कॉपी भी भेजी भेजी बिफोर टाइम, लिंक भेजी, कॉल भी किया। देखिए कितनी उम्दा और रिस्पॉन्सिबल सर्विस दे रहे हैं। सो मैं पूरी सेक्रेटरी टीम को उनके गुड कार्यों की प्रशंसा करते हुए उनको दिल से मैं धन्यवाद और अभिनंदन साथ में शुभकामना भी करती हूँ। और चेयरमैन साहब, सर, आप सभी को भी मैं आज की 70th एजीएम की साथ में हमारी बीपीसीएल का कंपनी का एक्सेलेंट वर्क भी है, तो आप सभी के लिए मैं बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन देती हूँ। आपने हमेशा अपनी कंपनी मेहनत लगन से चलाई है। कंपनी का नाम पूरे वर्ल्ड में मशहूर है। साथ में हमारे छोटे बड़े एम्प्लॉयज वर्कर्स, उन सभी की भी मैं जरूर प्रशंसा करूंगी क्योंकि उनका भी योगदान बहुत अच्छा रहा है। सो बहुत अच्छा उम्दा कार्यों के साथ हार्डवर्क कर रहे हैं। सो और आपकी सर सीएसआर एक्टिविटीज भी बहुत बढ़िया रही है। आपने हमेशा शेयर होल्डर को भी ऑलवेज डिविडेंड दिया है, कभी डिविडेंड बिना नहीं रखा, और बोनस शेयर भी देते आए हो। सर मेरी हम्बल रिक्वेस्ट है चेयरमैन साहब, आज हमारी ये 78 एजीएम है, तो सर बोनस के लिए जरूर सोचिए। अभी आप नेक्स्ट बोनस कब दे रहे हो सर, तो थोड़ा हाईलाइट करने की कृपा करें। और 5 साल बाद हमारी कंपनी को 75th ईयर भी होने जा रहा है, तो मेरी आपको दिल से शुभकामना है कि आने वाले 5 साल में हमारी बीपीसीएल कंपनी चौगुनी तरक्की के साथ दिन 4 गुनी रात 8 गुनी प्रगति कर सफलता के साथ आगे बढ़ेगी। आप हरदम सफलता की मंजिल चढ़ते रहोगे, ये मेरी ईश्वर से प्रार्थना के साथ शुभकामनाएं। साथ में बस सर 2 दिन के बाद अभी रक्षाबंधन का त्योहार भी आ रहा है, तो मैं एक शेयर होल्डर बहन के नाते आपको आशीर्वाद भी दे रही हूँ। ईश्वर आपकी हेल्थ वेल्थ सदाए बढ़िया बनी बनाए रखे। आप सभी हरदम रहे फिट, आने वाला फ्यूचर रहेगा आप सभी के लिए सुपर हिट। और चांद की चांदनी अपनों का प्यार आप सभी को मुबारक रहेगा मेरा रक्षाबंधन का त्योहार सर। सो मैं फुल्ली सपोर्ट के साथ मैं आशा रखती हूँ कि नेक्स्ट ईयर हम जरूर फिजिकल एजीएम में मिलेंगे, हम और आप साथ साथ। और बाकी फुल्ली सपोर्ट के साथ धन्यवाद सर। चालू रखिए, भरत साहब बात करते हैं। सर चालू रखिए।
सर आवाज आ रही है ना?
Yes, sir, we can hear you. Please go ahead.
माननीय चेयरमैन श्री कृष्ण कुमार जी, चेयरमैन एमडी श्री कृष्ण कुमार जी और अन्य मान्यवर डायरेक्टर, सर मेरा नाम भरत शाह। सर मैं वर्षों से आपका शेयर होल्डर रहा हूँ, वर्षों से एजीएम अटेंड करता हूँ। सर मेरी कोई क्वेरी नहीं है क्योंकि आपने न्यूट्रली कंपनी चला रहे हो सर, हमेशा शेयर होल्डर का इसको ख्याल रखा है, अच्छा रिटर्न दिया है सर, अच्छा छप्पर फाड़ के डिविडेंड भी आप देते आ रहे हो सर, और टाइम टू टाइम बोनस भी देते आ रहे हो। तो बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, आभार मानता हूँ सर। मैं सारे अवार्ड्स के लिए भी बहुत धन्यवाद आभार मानता हूँ सर। और सीएसआर एक्टिविटी भी बहुत अच्छी चल रही है, एक मानवता का कार्य, मैं बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन आभार मानता हूँ सर। सर हो सके तो 5 years के फ्यूचर प्रोग्राम जरूर बताना सर, टोटल एम्प्लॉइज कितने हैं वो भी बताना सर। और सर आने वाले साल में हो सके तो बोनस देने की मेरी आपको रिक्वेस्ट है सर। और सर कंपनी सेक्रेटरी श्री कला मैडम जी, कंपनी के सेक्रेटरी कला मैडम जी और उनकी टीम के कृष्णा जी और पूरी कृष्णा जी नायर और पूरी सीएस टीम को मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद अभिनंदन देता हूँ सर। बेस्ट इन्वेस्टर सर्विस दे रहे हैं सर, कोई क्वेरी हो तो सोल्व करते हैं सर, शेयर होल्डर को हमेशा रिस्पेक्ट देते हैं, और हार्ड वर्किंग सीएस टीम है, तो मैं पूरी सीएस हार्ड वर्किंग सीएस टीम को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद अभिनंदन देता हूँ सर। और सर हो सके तो आपने 6-7 साल पहले सर फैक्ट्री विजिट कराई थी, हो सके तो ये बार जरूर फैक्ट्री विजिट कराने की मेरी हार्टली रिक्वेस्ट है सर। और सर नेक्स्ट ईयर हो सके तो फेस टू फेस जरूर मीटिंग रखना, हाइब्रिड रखना सर, तो जो बारगा वाले भी ले सके, और अपन जो 4-5 साल से रूबरू नहीं मिले तो रूबरू मिलने का मौका रहेगा, एक आत्मीयता का बढ़ाव रहेगा सर। बाकी सर आने वाले दशहरा दीपावली त्योहारों की शुभकामनाएं, आपकी हेल्थ वेल्थ अच्छी रहे और अपनी कंपनी बहुत बहुत आगे बढ़े, दिन दोगुनी रात चौगुनी आगे बढ़े, मेरी भगवान को प्रार्थना है। और सारे रिजोल्यूशन में मेरा पूरा सपोर्ट है सर। थैंक यू वेरी मच सर, जय हिंद सर, जय हिंद, थैंक यू वेरी मच, जय हिंद सर, थैंक यू।
Thank you, sir, for your questions. We move on to the next speaker shareholder, Mr. K. Bharat Raj. Please unmute your audio, video, and proceed.
Hello? Yeah, sir, I'm audible, sir.
Yes, sir, you're audible. Please proceed.
Hello? Madam, I'm audible, madam.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Sir, Chairman, sir, very good morning. I'm Bharat calling from Hyderabad, sir. I'm happy to see you all safe, healthy, and fine, sir. Chairman, sir, wonderful performance of this financial year, sir. Sir, wonderful awards you have received, and the CSR program is wonderful, sir. I thank my secretarial department, send in time annual report, and they are always accessible 365 days. Thanks for the secretarial department, Chairman, sir. Chairman, sir, may I know why these net profits has come down last financial year? We'll expect the revenue will be increased and the profits will increase in this financial year. Sir, please consider the bonus and dividend payout also, sir. We expect the same dividend what you paid last year. Please consider in the dividend payouts because bread and butter for the shareholders are dividend only. Sir, if it is possible, please arrange planned visit. Once again, entire board of directors, my best wishes to you. All the best for the coming years. God bless you also. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your questions. Now we move on to the next speaker, the speaker shareholder, Mr. Gaurav Rozatkar, Mrs. Bharti Saraf, Mr. Hasmukh Vora, Mr. Mukammala Pani Rajashekhar is not connected in the meeting. So we have moved to the next speaker shareholder, Mr. Tamal Kumar Majumdar. Please unmute your audio, video and proceed.
One minute now. Is it okay? Good afternoon, Mr. Gopalan and other directors of the company. Myself, Tamal Kumar Majumdar, an equity shareholder from Kolkata. Sir, I must regret to say that many directors of mainly PSU companies are taking this meeting seriously. 3 days ago, I attended HPCL meeting. Their government nominees were absent. And here also the government nominees are absent. And an independent editor, as regards our independent directors are concerned, what I noted, their work is also not praiseworthy. Have a look at the CSR. Everybody talked about CSR. You please look at the CSR. And it became a practice on the part of our company not to use entire fund for the CSR for every year. Financial 23 is not an exception. Here, 108.92 crore remained unspent as on 31st March 2023. It puts independent directors in bad light. Same thing, and one lady director is also from the Calcutta, who is representing CSR committee. Sir, same thing happened during financial year 22 also. I want a straight reply from the chairperson of the CSR committee, Dr. Vaisharja Biswal, with an assurance that it will not happen in the future. It's really gives a wrong signal. You are not interested in making expenditure of your CSR expenditure. And sir, it's a meeting for shareholders. So when we are talking, we don't, because I have gone through the entire annual report. You took 40 minutes. Shareholders should get at least 5 minutes to share their views. Sir, during financial year 23, as regards capacity utilization is concerned, Mumbai refinery was the highest at 121.2%, followed by Kochi at 103.3% and Bina at 100.36%. But as regards gross refinery margin is concerned, it was highest in Bina at 128.18 per barrel US dollar, then Kochi at 21.01 per barrel, and Mumbai at 15.20 per barrel US dollar. What is the reason for such huge gap as regards GRM is concerned among 3 refineries? What is the reason? How all units fared in Q1 of financial year 24 and expectation from the remaining part of the year? And so, the company proposing ethylene cracker project at Bina at a projected cost of 49,000 crores. City gas distribution project totaling 37,500 crores. And proposed investment and proposed to invest 1,50,000 crore during the next 5 years. what will be our projected capex for financial year 24, and how much of it will be from internal accruals, and how much will be in others. And when do you expect completion of the proposed projects? Please share your thoughts in this regard, sir. Sir, it is noted that declared 60 crore under exceptional items as impairment after increasing the equity of the same amount in respect of the wholly owned subsidiary Bharat Petro Sources Limited. What is the reason for further infusion and subsequent impairment relating to the subsidiary? What is the current status? Whether our company further infused money in this company during financial year 24? Please share your thoughts in this regard, sir. Sir, as per Annexure E, page 208 and 9, CAG by their report dated 21st July 2023 mentioned that they have no comments to the audit report signed by the statutory auditors. But as per Annexure F, pages 210 to 212, there are 9 pending audit paras of the CAG with the details for the period from 2014-15 to 2021-22. It appears that the CAG has not accepted the reply of the management till date relating to the 9 paras. What is your viewpoint in this respect? And whether any discussion is going on with the CAG relating to these matters till date? Sir, despite being a leading player, and our R&D expenditure is not up to mark. During the year, it made an expenditure of only 71.48 crores against a sale of 5 lakh crores. It made an expenditure of 71.48 crores, which comes to a mere 0.01% of turnover, which is the lowest among other OMCs. Sir, HPCL in this segment incurred an expenditure of 319 crores, which comes to 0.07% of their turnover. When all companies over the world is increasing its R&D expenses substantially, then why our company is making such negligible amount for R&D? Please share your thoughts in this regard. Sir, sorry to note that against 9 nominee directors, the company has only 6 independent directors on the board, and it had not complied of keeping appropriate number of independent directors during financial year 23. And what is pathetic, neither the statutory auditor nor the secretarial auditor mentioned anything in this regard. And I want to know your view in this regard also, sir. And sir, as per page 299, schedule 30, the company received 5,582 crores from government to compensate under recoveries on sale of domestic LPG during financial year 22 and 23. What was our claim in this regard for financial year 22 and 23? And what about negative buffer of 848 crore as on 31st March shown in the accounts? Would you please share details in this respect? And how Ujala Foundation performed during financial year 23 in respect of free allotment of gas in lines with PMUI scheme? So, as regards you talked about vigilance, it's really a pathetic case. There are huge vigilance cases. Nearly during the year, 43 disposed, and closing balance was 34 during the year. As regards vigilance is concerned, whether any company sacked any employee in this regard or at retirement, or any benefit company derived from this after settling this, and what about the pending cases? And lastly, sir, the Union Budget 2023-24 has allocated 30,000 crore for capital support to oil marketing companies due to loss suffered by them, including our company in the first half of 2022. Our company, Bharat Petroleum, is taking steps for rights issue for not exceeding 18,000 crores, through which they may get government contribution of 9,536 crores and from LIC of 1,716 crore, as per their shareholding in the company at 52.98% and 9.48% respectively as on 31st March 2023. Whether the government India's nominee on the board gave in principle approval to the issue on 28/6/2023. whether government contribution to the proposed rights issue should be considered as the capital support promised in the budget, and when all formalities will be completed relating to this issue. Please share your thoughts in this respect. Lastly, sir, everybody talked about secretarial department. I never came across such thing. Nobody called me. Only after sending the request, they said whether I did. But many things said I never received a hard copy or like that. Nothing happened. Maybe they are very close to the secretarial. Then that's the reason they got that. They got that type of behavior from the top management. Thank you all. And thank you, Mr. Chairman, for allowing me to complete my speech. Thank you.
Thanks for your question. Now we move on to the next speaker shareholder, Mr. Devojit Bilal. Please unmute your audio, video and proceed.
Hello.
Yes, sir, you're audible. Please proceed.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon. Hope my voice is audible to everyone.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yeah. So, firstly, would like to welcome our chairman, sir, Mr. Krishna Kumar Gopalan, sir, on BPCL board. Okay. Sir, congratulations for such an outstanding performance for this year and also enhancing our market share in the segment. Okay. This year, if we see, the result was outstanding when it comes to outstanding revenue part, sales part, EPS, margin, everywhere. If we see, the results were outstanding. Okay. But as a shareholder point of view, it is really sad to see that the dividend payout which is given as ₹4. Okay. Last year, sir, I have attended the same AGM. Okay. At that time, there was a high crude oil price, because of which there was heavy loss in the profit, heavy loss in the margin part. Okay. But still, if you see, sir, company has paid out a dividend of ₹6. Okay. I'm not sure why. If we check the track record of dividend payout in the last few years, so in the year 2016-17, company has issues bonus of 1:1. In the year 2017, issue a bonus of 1:2. Then if we see the dividend payout for last many years from 16, if we see there is a dividend payout of 18.5 rupees. Then 17, it was 19.5, 12 rupees, 1 rupees. Then year 18, it was 14 rupees, 7 rupees. Then year 19, it was 11 rupees, 8 rupees. Then year 20, it was 16.5. Then year 21, it was 16, 5 rupees. And there was a special dividend of 35 rupees, 23 rupees. Okay. But I don't understand, sir, if the company is performing such well, why the dividend payout ratio is so low. Okay. Don't take me wrong, sir, because see, as a shareholder, we are the investor. Okay. And as an investor, we always try to understand from our point of view, sir. We look as a return also. So if we see, sir, आप अगर चेक करेंगे तो शेयर का प्राइस भी ना बढ़ा है लास्ट 1 ईयर में, लास्ट 5 years का भी आप चेक करेंगे तो इट इज एट नेगेटिव, लास्ट 7 years का भी देखिए तो इट इज एट नेगेटिव. तो रिटर्न भी नहीं बन रहा है समवर, चलो उसमें आपका कंट्रोल नहीं है, आई कैन टोटली अंडरस्टैंड सर. बट सर जहाँ पे ऐसे बोर्ड का कंट्रोल है, एटलीस्ट आई थिंक इफ द कंपनी इज परफॉर्मिंग रियली वेल, आई थिंक company should reward the shareholders, sir. Try to keep yourself in our place, sir, and try to give justice, sir. If company in past have done enormous in giving the dividends, okay, ठीक है, बोनस मत दो, बायबैक मत करो सर, एटलीस्ट डिविडेंड तो देते रहो कि एटलीस्ट एक हैप्पीनेस रहे कि वी आर गेटिंग समथिंग फ्रॉम द कंपनी. इफ कंपनी इज एक्सपांडिंग, कंपनी इज डूइंग केपेक्स, वी आर ऑलवेज विथ यू, सर, एज ए कंपनी. और नो डाउट सर, आई थिंक यू हैड डन, आप this year joined ki and you had done a tremendous job in the growing of the company. So we expect आप ये performance continue रखेंगे. I am quite confident on that part also. But आप कंपनी के कैपेक्स के साथ ऐसे शेयर होल्डर को भी आप अगर रिवॉर्ड करेंगे तो इट विल बी रियली हेल्पफुल फॉर अस, सर, टू स्टे एज अलोंग विद द कंपनी. ओके. एंड लास्टली सर, एक काफी इम्पोर्टेंट चीज मैं जो सामने लाना चाहता हूँ, इफ यू कैन help in this part. Okay, so basically I'm looking for a sponsorship for two of the athletes who will represent India in coming few months. Okay, so both the athletes are one of the national level athletes, and the best part is they got qualified for the international powerlifting competition, which will be held in November 2023. Okay, so only the thing at the moment which is dragging is the sponsorship part. Okay, and I am quite confident, sir. मैं guarantee के साथ कह सकता हूँ they will bring gold medal for our country. They will represent India and they will bring gold medal for the country. Okay, so if our company Bharat Petroleum can come forward and give a sponsorship, so it will be really helpful for them also to showcase. It will be helpful for our country also to showcase as an international to grab a gold medal for our country. Okay, and plus sir, this will also reduce our advertisement expense, sir. Okay, because आज के टाइम पे सर स्पोर्ट्स इज किलिंग सर. अभी आप रिसेंटली चेक करेंगे चंद्रयान वाज ए ट्रेमेंडस. अगर व्यूअरशिप के हिसाब से देखेंगे इट वाज हाईली व्यूअरशिप थिंग. Chandrayaan 3 yesterday in the relay race, once again it was an hat-trick for our India. Okay, so definitely sir, if our country can help in the sponsorship, and the sponsorship amount is also very less, and I am quite confident they will brag gold medal for our country, sir. Okay, I have even sent the details to other company of Tata. Okay, but I'm looking forward if our company Bharat Petroleum can come forward and do the needful assistance on the same. Okay, because here the thing is that sir, first ये अगर क्वालिफाई हो जाते हैं ऐसे गोल्ड मेडल जो 2023 में होगा, सो कॉमनवेल्थ गोल्ड आपको भी पता है, कॉमनवेल्थ गेम जो हर 4 साल में कंडक्ट होता है, सो इट विल बी ए एंट्री पॉइंट फॉर देम आल्सो. सो वहां पे भी एक एंट्री मिल जाएगा. सो ऐसे कंपनी पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू में गारंटी दे सकता हूँ आपके एडवर्टाइजमेंट एक्सपेंस को काफी लो कर देगा सर. ये ऐसे काफी बैकअप रहेगा सर. रेस्ट आई लीव टू यू एंड आई एक्सपेक्ट अ वेरी पॉजिटिव अपडेट फ्रॉम यू सर. कहते हैं ना, मोदी है तो मुमकिन है. जहाँ बोलते हैं कृष्णा और गोपाल साथ तो सर मुमकिन तो होगा ही. तो कृष्णा सर, आई एम होपिंग अ पॉजिटिव रिप्लाई फ्रॉम यू सर. ओके, एंड आप जैसा कहा कि आपका स्पीच भी काफी अच्छा लगा सुन के सर. एंड आपने जैसा कहा भारत का अमृत काल चल रहा है, होप सर ये अमृत काल ऐसे ही बढ़ते रहे इन द सेगमेंट ऑफ स्पोर्ट्स, business, development, infrastructure overall, sir. Okay. Lastly, I would like to end up with the speech. जैसे कहते हैं, by our Prime Minister said, खेलेगा इंडिया तो बढ़ेगा इंडिया. Hope this will be looked after, sir. I am expecting a positive update. Thank you, sir. I am ending up my speech. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for your question. The speaker shareholder, Mr. Hasbapura, is now joined. Kindly unmute your audio, video, and proceed. Mr.
Can you hear
Vora?
me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Hello.
Please proceed.
Hello.
Yes, sir, you're
Hello.
audible. Please proceed.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yeah, I'm not starting my video. Oh, I'm starting my video. I'm Hasmukh Vora from Mumbai. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to speak at this AGM. First of all, I thank the company secretary and his full secretarial team because they have done the excellent job of coordinating for arranging these speakers and for link and everything. And the technical support also is excellent. I thank you very much for the same. Then coming to the report, I find that on the basis of crude prices, we have been fixing the rates of petrol, diesel, etc.
But at times it is found that although the crude prices go up, we are not giving rise to the petrol and diesel, with the result that the company is suffering heavy losses. I understand that this is because of the instructions from the government. I would like to say that we are a commercial company and we must decide our prices on the basis of our cost, and we should not be dictated by the government's instructions. So I would like to have your views. And then second thing, I mean, there was some time back, there was some talks about privatizing our company, and it was very strongly felt that Anil Agrawal is interested, and he had given very nice offer for taking over our company. So I would like to know what is the status of that offer and whether we are going to privatize in the near future. Lastly, I thank you and wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your question. The speaker shareholder, Mr. M. Panirajasekhar, is now joined. Kindly unmute your audio, video, and proceed. Sir, can you please unmute your mic, please? Sir, we are not able to hear you. Please unmute your mic.
Hello?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Hello?
Please proceed. Yes, sir, we can hear you. Please proceed.
Hello? Hello?
Sir, you're audible, sir. Please proceed.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Sir, please proceed. We can hear you.
Hello?
Sir,
Hello?
you're audible.
Hello?
Please go ahead.
Moderator, am I audible, madam?
Yes, sir. You're audible. Please proceed.
Okay. My name is Rajshekhar. I am from Vijayawada, from Andhra Pradesh. Thank you for giving this opportunity. The question to the chairman of the company, sir, you are supposed to add on the purchase price of the oil plus minimum profit and sell the product in the market. I would like to know as a shareholder why you have not taken an approval to sell oil in the loss from the last 1 year when you are buying at the high price. Sir, as a minority shareholder, I feel that you are not taking care of the minority shareholder and only helping the majority shareholder, Government of India. But it is your responsibility as the directors to take care of the minority shareholder. Please conduct the voting when you want to sell the oil into the loss. As the shareholders, you are not even giving 1% dividend, which you are not doing justice to minority shareholders. This is my question, sir. Hello.
Okay, thank you, sir. Now we move on to the next speaker shareholder, Mrs. Lekha Shah. Please unmute your audio, video, and proceed.
Hello, can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, you're audible, ma'am. We can hear you.
Thank you, ma'am. Respected Chairman, sir, Board of Directors, and my fellow members, good afternoon to all of you. Myself, Lekasha from Mumbai. First of all, I'm very much thankful to our company secretary, Kala ma'am, especially Krishna ji, for extending very good investor services and also sending me the AGM notice well in time, which is full of knowledge, fact and pickets in place. Thank you, Chairman Sir, for explaining as well about the company. Congratulations for excellent work, sir. Sir, I pray to God that He always shower His blessing upon you. Thanks for the dividend, sir. At the outset, I congratulate our chairman and his team for recording the highest ever market sales and marketing our company, the sixth largest in all segment by the turnover. What are our company plans for raising of capital by right issue as per item number 9? Chairman sir, I hope the company will continue video conference meeting in future. So I strongly and wholeheartedly support all the resolutions for today's meeting and my best wishes always our company and its prosperity. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am, for your question. We move on to the next speaker shareholder, Mr. Anirban Mukherjee. Please unmute your audio, video, and proceed. So please accept the request and unmute your mic, please. Thank you.
Am I audible now?
You're audible.
Yeah, I'll start my video later. Just there's no bandwidth issue. Right, I would like to, good afternoon, respected chairman and the board of directors. It's really been good to see that the company has performed well, and the credit goes to not only the board as well as to the lowest individual who has been there in the company to perform and give such good results. Now, my question to you is more towards the non-fuel revenue. What I understand is we are not doing much towards generating the non-fuel income, and this is especially what I observe is many of our petrol pumps has a space, a lot of space vacant, which we could easily give out on rent to entrepreneurial individuals to start up something where they take the place on rent, and the company earns as a rental income from those spaces. Of course, maintaining the statutory requirements, statutory and regulatory requirements. But what I see is we are not focusing on that part. Just for an example, if we start earning a bare minimum of 25,000 rupees as monthly rent from each petrol pump, and considering that we have at least a bare minimum of 10,000 petrol pumps given out on rent, then we are looking at annual revenue of 250 crores plus. That would basically add up to our bottom line, and at least the shareholders will get a little more dividend than what we are getting today. Very personally speaking, I had applied from the Calcutta territory, and I was interested to start up some entrepreneurial activity in Mangalam service station and India Exchange Place. Although I had approached for the past 1 year to all the authorities who were present in Calcutta, but there was no response received from your end. Practically no response. Somebody just said that it is not the company policy to give it to outsiders. Now, my question is to you, Honorable Board of Directors, is to this company policy that if the place which is lying vacant, which is becoming a mound of debris day by day, since I fuel up my car from Mangalam service station regularly, and I see how the place has deteriorated over the last 1 year, why aren't we rethinking on our company policy, where we can at least beautify this place up. We can give it on rent, earn an extra revenue, and also improve the entrepreneurship characteristics of people who are interested, rather than say that since it is the retailer is the owner of the place, or he is the virtually responsible for the place. It is the retailer who has to do it first. If the retailer doesn't, then we will look into it. That is the response which I get from your representatives in Calcutta, and there's nothing that has been the outcome for the past 1 year. So that is something which I think the respected board of directors should consider. And also going by when I started digging more on the Mangalam service center, I found that it is not in compliance with the CDC guideline. Although I want to take this matter up separately, but this is just to give you an indication that I think the CDC guidelines should also be met. That's all from my side for today, and of course, I would like to end up thanking everybody for giving me this opportunity, and I hope you consider my point as relevant. Thank you.
Thanks for your question, sir. Now we move on to the last speaker shareholder, Mr. Dharmesh Thakkar. Please unmute your audio, video and proceed.
Namaste, this is Dharmesh Thakkar here from Bombay. I am one of the most hated shareholder of this company and also one of the litigants along with the company. I hope my voice is clear, madam.
Yes, sir, you're audible. Please proceed.
Yeah. Okay, now I am associated, not me, my family is associated with Burma Shell since 1957. Okay, there are some major observations that we have been looking at, and we are trying to talk with the various management cadre of the company, but we are being neglected. Okay, as a shareholder, I would like to have the best for the company, but nobody is ready to talk. Everybody is taking the protection behind the iron veil of we are government company, we cannot react, we cannot act. My questions are specifically for Mr. Krishna Kumar Gopalan, Honorable Chairman, Vesta Ramkrishna Gupta ji, CFO, Sanjay Khanna ji, Sukhmal Jain ji, and Rajkumar Dubey ji. Okay, my question, there are multiple questions. I will just use the word, so you please look into it. One is the Benami dealers operating in Mumbai. Okay. Another is the land squatting and land grabbing by BPCL at various locations across the country. Okay. Another is misrepresentation and filing of false documents by power of attorney holders of chairman. Okay, these are the enough of documents we are trying to present and give it to the CVO of the company. Currently, Ms. Meenakshi Rawat has not even written my 25 calls. Before that, Mr. Jain was there. He called me for the meeting, but he did not meet me. I had brought around 30 kgs of documents with me to show it to him. Okay. Sir, please be accessible to shareholders, dealers and landowners. Sir, please don't sit behind the veil. Please come out, interact with us. Sir, landowners and dealers, aren't they human beings? Don't they have got constitution right to earn their living? You tried to block their income at some 30-40 years back, 20 years back. If your salary is kept at the day of your joining, will you be able to run your household? Today, dealers are not getting any additional income since 2017. There were 2 years of COVID. As a landowner, your people, they are meeting my family, but the way Mr. Sinha of Mumbai, the way he acted, the way he reacted, I think it is questionable behavior. Please don't burden company with the deficiency of knowledge, efficiency, and ego. I am seeing of late, not only in Mumbai, but Bombay, Delhi, Calcutta, Himachal Pradesh, the people working for BPCL, they have become too egoistic. Mera kya ukhad loge? And Miss Meenakshi Rawat, if you are listening to me, please get back to me. Take my telephone number, contact details from Kalaji's team. Compliance team, you need to be very, very careful. We are putting neck of our dear chairman on the chopping board because गलत अंडरटेकिंग क्या देने की जरूरत है सर प्रॉपर्टी के लिए? आपके पास 16,000 17,000 पेट्रोल पंप है, तो 200-300 पेट्रोल पंप में क्यों आप लोग गलत अंडरटेकिंग देते हो? टू पैसो, टू सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट, टू म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन. Mumbai team has gone ahead and said we are the owners of the land, which they are not. In petrol pump in Ghatkopar, there was no rent paid between 92 to 2022. सर ये क्या चल रहा है? सर क्या चल रहा है? Why there is no decision making system in place? Why? आप लोग एक दो जन को तीन जन को लैंड ओनर्स के सामने बिठाते हो, but they don't have any right to take the decision. Why, sir? Okay, sir, I am also the investor I am from private equity side, and I am also the investor, and I had privilege of working with some of the top retailers of India like Kishore Biyani ji and everybody. So I am trying to connect with your team, Charu ji, and before that some other people. Okay, I am investor in some of the 6 companies which can be of very great help for adding the additional income in the hand of dealer as well as the company. Okay, why nobody is ready to talk? Okay, then who takes care of bulk dealing from the company? I am still not able to find out. There was a proposal that had come that if I open a 300 petrol pump, I will be able to buy from the various refineries. So we had set up a company to open 300 petrol pumps in urban area on western side. I was trying to reach, somebody can help me, but nobody. I would, as I told you, my family is associated with BPCL, previous version, Burma Shell in 1957, but nobody came in. And sir, as an individual and as well as my private equity fund, we are talking of investing. We have invested in green technology, green hydrogen technology, and femto technology. But I am trying to reach with Mr. Sanjay Khanna, but I am not able to get through him. Okay, अगर सर बॉटम लाइन थोड़ा बढ़ गया 2% से 5% से तो क्या बुरा है? I am hoping, Gopalan sir, you are looking at me with big question mark or with too much of excitement. I am not able to make out from your facial expression. But sir, as a chota आदमी हूँ मैं, and also the privilege of being one of the largest landowner of Mumbai city. Okay, so can I invite you in your office to have a tea made by my chain of tea cafe? We have something around 260 outlets. Why is BPCL inviting the wheel by opening a tea cafe? We are trying to reach your team. I can give you the full backup in your to your various petrol pumps. I have got an investment in a car washing segment also. We have got something around 7,000 machines operating in the country. Okay, why do you need to reinvent the wheel? Okay, जब मेरे पास पूरा सेटअप रेडी है, मेरे जैसे हजारों जन है ये कंट्री में, entrepreneurs are budding. Why don't we handhold them? And Khannaji, I would like to please touch base with me for hydrogen green and femto. We have got something around 12 patents in our pocket. एंड गोपालन सर, मैं इतना बोल सकता हूँ, मैं बहुत छोटा आदमी हूँ, बट मेरे को गौतम अदानी सर को कांटेक्ट करना है या मुकेश भाई को कांटेक्ट करना है, एंड आई एम इन टच विद देम, वो बहुत इजी है. बट गेटिंग टच विथ योर टीम एट द लोअर लेवल ऑफ टेरिटरी मैनेजर और ए स्टेट हेड, आप तो मेरे लिए भगवान से भी ज्यादा ही है. आपके वहां तो पहुंच ही नहीं पाऊंगा. और सर, जो लिटिगेशन अरुण जी ने बॉम्बे में स्टार्ट किए थे, अरुण जी वाज द टेरिटरी मैनेजर इन 1990, वो रिटायर हो गए तो भी आप लोग रिजॉल्व क्यों नहीं कर पा रहे? एंड व्हाई डू यू वांट, जो लैंड इज वैल्यूड एट ब्लडी, सॉरी आई एम यूजिंग अ रॉन्ग वर्ड, 10 crore, 20 crore, 30 crore, and why do you want to pay them rent of only 5 or 6 lakhs? Why don't you try to increase your income from the petrol pump side? Rather than
Dear sir,
not paying
I would
the
request you
landowner.
to brief due to interest of time.
Yeah, 1 minute, man. Okay. And abhi there was an ad for various petrol pumps in Mumbai city. Okay, but do you think, sir, you will get the land at 30-40 rupees per square feet? So please, Gopalan sir, I need to meet you, Sukhmal ji, Sanjay Khanna, and Gupta ji, Ramkrishna, our CFO, and Dubey ji. And sir, Dubey ji, please be cautious about your team giving wrong undertakings to everybody, because you are the HR head. Okay, sir, I would request that we can come and meet you in your office, and we can make the presentation on our various businesses as well as the issues that we have with the company and its operation. Sir, please look into it, because this can be a snowball effect होता है, which we never know. And जब भी आप लोग आगे जाके, when we are going for privatization or strategic investment, this can be a thorn in the neck.
Thank you so much for your questions. Thank you so much. Now, as all speakers have finished speaking, I now request the chairman, sir, to take over the proceedings. Thank you.
Dear shareholders, thank you for speaking at the AGM and raising so many important points for discussions. As we prepare our response, a short film on BPCL will be played. Good afternoon. Welcome back. We want to give you the responses of what you have asked over the last 1.5 hours. We'll begin with the first question, which was on top of many of your minds. What steps are we taking for women empowerment? I want to restate that BPCL has always been an equal opportunity employer, and we always encouraged employment of women. This being a very, very intense industry, we have been encouraging women to participate. We go on campus wherever possible. We have been taking women who can take part of our journey in the nation's progress. Primarily, for example, in one case in the refinery, one full shift is being handled by 10 women, and that is an all-night, very intensive operation that demonstrates our testament to our efforts to empower women. In the current lot of recruitment also, we have about 20% recruitment of women we have taken, most of them being surprisingly mechanical engineers as well. So they will be doing a lot of work in the hardcore refinery progress. And overall, if you look at it over the years, we have about 9.9% in the women's workforce. The second question, which was asked mostly from many of you people, was CSR, how to choose a project and what criteria of CSR bids. BPCL undertakes CSR activities in project mode with very, very clear objectives, timelines, expected outcomes and deliverables. It's as per Schedule 7 of the Companies Act and further amendments of CSR policies, criteria. This is done only through partnership through society, trust, Section 8 company, government body for the implementation of the projects. Projects falling under Schedule 7 and trust areas of BPCL: health, sanitation, education, skill development, community development, and environmental stability. The next question response is EV investment. We have invested about 100 crores in EVs so far. An additional 1250 crore investment is planned up to December 24. Non-fuel investment, we've already made commitments of over 80 crores and shall be setting about 1,000 stores in the short term. There was a question pertaining to CAG pending paras. This is to state that CAG conducts broadly two types of audits: audit of financial statement and transaction audit. The nil comment from CAG is for the audit of financial statements for the financial year 22-23, whereas the pending para in pertaining to transaction audit carried out by CAG. With respect to pending paras of CAG, we are in touch with CAG for resolving these issues. The R&D, we have 69 scientists in R&D all across the company. We spent 77.76 crores, which is about 4.15% of PAT with respect to 22-23. We have increased our focus on R&D. In the next 7 years, we hope to be 5% of R&D profits. In the light of net zero targets, there are a lot of forms of energy which are being developed, and R&D's focus will increase entirely, and we depend entirely on R&D to take us through the net zero initiatives. In net zero, we will be spending about $1,000 billion rupees by 2040. Increasingly, we'll be focusing on solar, wind, green hydrogen, and many other issues which we can look at, carbon capture and all that. 18 megawatt solar plant has already been commissioned at our Bina refinery in Madhya Pradesh. Green hydrogen scalable modular pilot plant work is under progress also at Bina refinery. In case of CBG, biofuels, we are going ahead. We are already about 11.5%. We have blended across whatever petrol is being sold across our network is about 11.5%, which we intend to end up the year with about 12%. And going forward till by 25, we will be doing E20 across the network. CBG plant is one more focus area where we are looking at in terms of our net zero initiatives. We have got an approval for an MSW, that is the municipal solid waste operated plant at Kochi. Work has just begun at Kochi. In all other cities, we are looking at exploring with the municipal corporations to tie up municipal solid waste and CBG plants. Our plan is to make about 26 plants in the next 5 years. As far as future strategy, we have clearly articulated our future strategy. Project Aspire is the way through. There are two, we are clubbing it under two main heads. One is the nurturing the core and the other is the future big bets. Nurturing the core will be largely on refining, marketing and upstream where we intend to capitalize on our core business. We believe in the next 15 to 20 years, fossil fuels will remain, while there will be a counterbalance of the new energy which will go in. So going forward, we'll be working towards achieving our scope 1 and scope 2 net zero achievements by 2040. The next bets which we are making is on gas, which is the transition fuel. There'll be on non-fuel retailing, there'll be petchem, green business and digital ventures. Together in the next 5 years, we intend to spend about a capital outlay of 1.5 lakh crores for these 5 strategic initiatives. As for net zero, we have already articulated there will be an expenditure of about 1 lakh crore. The capex for all of these initiatives will be funded by internal generation and a mix of debt and equity. I'll now request Director of Finance to answer a few questions which were raised particularly on finance.
Yeah. There are certain questions related to profitability. The first is why lower profit after tax during FY 22-23. Yes, as compared to the previous year, the profits are lower in FY 22-23 due to the suppressed marketing margin of certain petroleum products and depreciation of the Indian rupee against the US dollar. The dollar against rupee is closed at 82.22 in March 23 compared to 75.81. And exceptional loss on impairment of around 1359 crore of investment in subsidiary company in the year 22-23. In last year, FY 22-23, the crude has touched $130, peaked at $130, with average crude consumption cost for full year is around $99. There is one question related to what does negative buffer means. What is the status of 848 crore of the negative buffer as on 31st March 2022? As per the communication of MOPNG to all the oil marketing companies, if the market determined price of LPG is less than the retail selling price, the difference positive buffer is kept in a separate buffer account for future adjustments. However, from November 2021, the buffer account turned negative since the RSP was less than the MDP. The negative amount was reduced from revenue from operations in the statement of profit and loss. As on 31st March 2023, the company had a cumulative net negative buffer of 848.74 crore after adjustment of uncompensated cost of around 2,815 crore, which is pending as on 31st March 2022, and one-time grant of 5,582 crore as the retail selling price was less than MDP. The Government of India has approved a one-time grant of 5,582 crore for compensating the under-recoveries suffered by corporation on sale of domestic LPG for FY 21-22 and 22-23. The one-time grant has been received last year and the outstanding of 848 crore of negative buffer has been cleared in Q1 of 23-24. In respect of certain questions asked for the bonus shares or share of splitting of shares. So on periodic basis, management always takes consideration of issuing of bonus shares and regular declaration of dividends. Company can take a decision at an appropriate time in respect of splitting of shares or bonus shares whenever the circumstances prevail. Thank you. I request Director of Marketing to respond to certain queries.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. The first query was this domestic consumer of LPG and how to face competition in case of PNG penetration in Haryana. So let me just share the exact data. BPCL in Haryana is growing at the rate of 6.93% in LPG. And as regards competition from PNG, yes, we can take it that the moment PNG penetrate, there will be some impact on LPG, especially in urban markets. And taking that into consideration, BPCL is also making enough efforts, as has been already told about regarding our strategy on gas penetration. So we will also be penetrating in PNG marketing, and LPG will be moving more towards rural, and there we are taking enough efforts and enough steps so as we can maintain our LPG business growth as well as penetrate in PNG market or piped natural gas market. As regards whether company is getting paid in time for aviation fuel, I would like to inform that BPCL is getting all its ATF selling as per the contractual obligation, except for one or two different customers like defense or one of the government airline, and that too only at times payments get delayed. Otherwise, we are getting from most of our ATF customers payment as per our contractual terms and conditions. As regards Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana connections, how many of them are active and whether they are still taking refill, I wish to inform that 90% of the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana customers are taking refill, and in 22-23 their per capita or the LPG consumption has increased from 3.9 cylinder per annum to 4.1 cylinder per annum. So that way it is despite financial constraint, we are observing that PMUI consumption is increasing. Thank you. I think Director Refinery would like to take the next question.
Good afternoon. There was a query on capacity utilization and GRM variation between refineries. Amidst the major turnaround of Mumbai and Kochi refinery, you will be happy to know that we have utilized refinery capacity up to 109%. Regarding the GRM variation between the refineries, it is mainly a function of configuration and complexity of the refineries. That is why that Bina had the highest GRM. There was one more query on the impact of BORL and BGRL merger. As a strategic initiative to consolidate the refining and gas portfolio, we have merged BORL and BGRL with BPCL during the year. The merger is helping us in the cost saving due to rationalization and consolidation of support function, business processes, elimination of duplicate expenses, duplication in legal and regulatory compliances. Further, the tax inefficiencies due to intercompany transactions are now being avoided by way of merger. The merger of BORL has also enabled us to conceptualize implementation of 1.2 million metric ton ethylene cracker project at Bina. This project merges the availability of land at Bina, its proximity to consumption center and capacity to raise fund by BPCL, and coming together of talent pool and exchange of idea across refineries. Thank you.
Thank you. In case any of the queries remain unanswered, I would welcome you to write to our Company Secretary Kala, and we will be glad to respond to you. We have discussed all the business and the meeting is coming to a closure. Thank you once again for your questions and engagements. After the e-voting is over, the consolidated voting results cast through remote e-voting and e-voting at the AGM on all resolutions once finalized shall be communicated to the stock exchange and also placed on the company's website within 48 hours of the conclusion of the AGM. I would like to thank all the directors and the members for attending this meeting. E-voting facility will now be open for 15 minutes. I therefore request the equity shareholders to cast their votes within 15 minutes. Thank you.
On behalf of all the members, I thank the Chairman, Shri Krishna Kumar Gopalan, for conducting the proceedings of the meeting smoothly. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.